So the clinic's experience has been a challenge, so to speak, because we do see victims of wildfires pretty much every year. So some animals that are displaced or orphaned with burn wounds on them. And in this case, we also had a wildfire right behind the clinic that came closer and closer and closer for 5 days. So challenged from both ends.
This video, taken by Belize Wildlife Referral Clinic, shows a displaced animal with obvious signs of burns on its feet. It's frantically running because the soil beneath its feet is on fire. Although staff made heroic efforts to capture the animal, it evaded them. The video's caption, quote, "A stark reminder that while some animals die quick and fiery deaths, many suffer for a long time, eventually dying of inhalation pneumonia, varying degrees of burns, and once their food supplies have burnt up, starvation."
The worst thing to me is thinking about all the burned homes, no? While to us it's forest to maybe enjoy or make use of, to thousands and thousands of animals, it's home and it's burned to the ground. And
when it comes to the animals, I hear that because I was wondering who's been the most affected. Is it animals that fly, the ones on the ground, or the ones in the trees?
I think all of them through the air, because the air we all breathe, it doesn't matter where we live, from us humans here suffering to every animal that's around fires. Some birds may have a chance to get away because they fly, but they often leave behind their nests and their offspring. Animals that can walk, in many cases that I've seen now, the fires move reasonably slow, so some may be able to walk away, but again, their offspring doesn't stand a chance, and many of them get burned in the process because everywhere around them is burning, and then the air is just a killer to the lungs.
The kinkajou, today tentatively dubbed Fuego by his rescuer and clinic staff, was certainly luckier.
For now, we just have one burn victim, and that's that kinkajou that arrived yesterday.
So how is that kinkajou doing? What's his prognosis for recovery?
The prognosis has improved a little bit overnight. He is definitely in good spirits, as we like to say, meaning he's very feisty and very wild, and currently is fighting to take his medications. So that's a good sign. Makes it more difficult for us, but that is good. What has me mostly concerned is the state of his lungs, because he inhaled so much smoke. So percentage-wise of his body, I estimate that it's probably still under 5% of his body that is burned. So he stands a chance to survive that. But the lungs will take a few more days to be sure that he will get over that. These fires, unfortunately, are man-made. And they're man-made despite now a ban, which, yes, a lot of fires were burning already before that and were out of control before the ban was put in place. We have, until the last few days, not had any lightning storms in the area. So while some people are out there saying, oh yeah, there are natural forest fires, no, these current fires are not natural, and the rainforest is actually not supposed to burn. While certain types of forest have evolved to burn, rainforest in general has not evolved to burn. The ray of hope is people stepping up, groups forming, volunteers all over the country stepping up and just trying to do what they can to stop this. So that's sure a ray of hope. And in dire situations, it seems to bring people together more. But I hope that long-term lessons will be taken from this. It's been not easy because of the state of emergency and movement restrictions. So I'm sure there are thousands of animals that are burned and or in need of help. Many people may also not be aware that we're actually there and ready to help if more can find their way to us.
Charisse Halsall, 7 News.